All right, good morning from Magnus Reno. Oh my gosh, I'm Tom Boyd. On the camera is Liz Bankert. Look at these good-looking jerseys here. Vail Mountaineers in white, Arapahoe maize in blue. Maize is a color. It's also a reference to a vegetable, a very important vegetable. Maize is corn, and corn is what helped make North America, North America. In goal, we have Silas January, and our starting lineup today is Dylan Bankert at center, Wes Bastien at right. That's Sage Denton at left, Sawyer Roman at left D, and Calvin Chopko at right D. Here comes Bankert around the outside. He's got an angle, centering pass is just past Denton. Here comes Arapahoe. Nice stretch pass by them, and a good takeaway from Calvin Chopko there. This Arapahoe team is pretty good. They're fairly well ranked. They've had some good wins. Have been competitive all season long and ought to give us a good test here in the early morning hours of Sunday. We're going to call it PBN1. That's post Bo Nix. Here comes Bankert down the right-hand side. Big shot. Boy, that was a good one. It was just over the corner there by Bankert, and a really good try there. That's probably the first real legit scoring opportunity we've seen this morning. Good pressure there from Garvey. This ice once again here in Magnus Arena, just unbelievable. Gorgeous this morning as we came in. It's glistening, crystalline, smooth, amazing ice. Gives me ice envy. These youngins get to play out there. Nice centering pass. That's Coles with it. He shoots. Save. Rebound is cleared. And Arapahoe breaks it out of the zone, and we'll regroup into the neutral zone. That's Sucic out there with Coles, who loses it. Here they come the other way. Oh, and they fan on it and go down again on that slick ice. And Weinreich pulls it ahead, gets it up to Ryder. Just a little too far. Ooh, Ryder goes down pretty hard. And like I said, all three games we've had here, we've seen a lot of slippage early on. The ice is so smooth and so nice that it's almost a little difficult to just kind of stay on your feet. Alex Boyd with some good hustle, sends it deep. He's the only one in there as the rest of the line goes for a change. He's got good speed around the outside. Smashes through another player, goes flying through the air. He seems like he's okay. That was exciting. Sometimes Alex decides not to stick handle and just smash through things instead. Sometimes it works. Here's Bankert down the right-hand side. He drops it back to Boyd. Boyd shoots wide. I think he had Denton there in front. There we go. There's Denton again, working hard to get it. He's going to get a little help from Nolan Rizet, who's still got a brace on. Nice pass there from Denton to keep it in, and Chopko's just going to send it deep as those two players right there aren't good friends catching up on a conversation. Their helmets locked together. Shall we dance? It's there's not enough coffee in the city and county of Denver for me right now, and certainly not in the concessions behind me. It's not open. So we'll do our best this morning. That's Boyd, Denton, and Bankert still out there with Gorbold and Rizet. As I was saying, Rizet is back. He's wearing his brace, so he's going to, I think, play a little bit of limited time. You'll see he's got it's part of his trouble is like the amount of pressure he can put into a shot, and how strong he can be with this stick is a little different because of the injury. But he is back out there. We're really happy about that. Good stick there from Gorbold. Bates Gorbold making a good play there. Out there now with Garvey, Bankert, and that's a turnover in the defensive zone. Good stick there. Brace or no brace from Nolan Rizet. He's going to skate it up. He's got Bankert with him. Can't quite get it over there. You can see one of the things that Arapahoe's able to challenge Vail on already is getting sticks in lanes and interrupting the passing game, interrupting shots. Here comes Garvey down the right-hand side. Can he get one off? Oh, it's a good move, but it's off the side of the net. And now out to Chopko, takes a clapper. Blocked down by Arapahoe, and here they come the other way in a 3-on-2. Cross the neutral zone, cross the red line, into the zone. Good pass there, shot just past Silas January. And this is a good team, going to give us a challenge, no question about it. A lot on the line here. Vail needs the win if they want to make the championship game, in my estimation. I'm getting a nod from Liz on that one.
That's what I've heard as well.
So if you do the math, you need the points. And this is a good team that's going to be a challenge for us. Nice pass there from Calvin up to, from Cruz up to Garvey. Garvey gets taken down in the corner. Here's Weinreich with it behind the net. Roman with it. She's got time and space. The shot is just wide on the ice right. Chopko this time, and here they come the other way. We've had trouble with that. It's so tough on defense. You cannot miss that puck when you're at the blue line. No mistakes allowed, because it can often lead to breakaway the other way. And there's good pursuit there from Arapahoe. You can see that forecheck they have is solid. Boyd fans on it. Chopko behind the net with it. Rings it around to Boyd at the half board. Good pass off to Bastine there. Bastine trying to backhand it up to Denton, who somehow comes away with it, then doesn't. Boyd will do his work to get it back. Oh. Cole's now with it. Puck up into the neutral zone. Bastine loading. And Bastine now trying to enter the zone. Again, just no clean zone entry yet. No clean breakouts. Not a lot of clean passing. Not a lot of clean shooting. And that's due to the tenacity of this Arapahoe team so far. There's a nice pass up to Boyd, who's got it down the right-hand side. One man to beat. Takes it outside. Evades the sweep check. Curls back. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Big cross-ice pass to nowhere. Bastine sends it deep. In instances like that, you almost wish Boyd would just power to the net, get that scoring chance. There wasn't much else there. Here comes Cruz. January, boy, ends up on Loden Cole's stick. The defensive passing is making me a little bit nervous too. One turnover there, and it's a breakaway the other direction. 0-0, 7:12 to play in this first. Nice pass there from January. Again, just a little bit out of range. And I'll tell you one thing about as Arapahoe comes in. Low angle shot. Rebound is in. Those counter punches are going to be hard to stop. Got to watch the turnovers. One thing I was about to say that really makes a difference. When this team's playing well, their passing is crisp. When they're not playing well, their pass is just a little out of reach. Puck's just an inch or two past the blade. Here comes Boyd with it down the center. He's got to get the shot off, and he does. Good save there by the goaltender. Bankert, wheeling, looking, finds Denton's, but it's again blocked. Now Boyd with it in the corner off the pass from Rosé. Puck pops out, heads down ice. Gorbold carefully pulls it away from the front of the net, bangs it up into the neutral zone. Denton with good hustle and tenacity. Here comes Arapahoe the other way. Good stick there by Rosé to cover for Gorbold. You can see Rosé, if you know him well, that he's kind of playing a little bit one-handed. He doesn't have full power on one of his hands. Ooh, that could have been a collision, but it wasn't, thank goodness. Gorbold banking it up to Boyd, but it's a little too far. Give that a second try. Oh, can't have those turnovers. Here comes Arapahoe the other way. Big shot, big glove save by Silas January. 1-0 Arapahoe with 5:37 in the first. Garvey going to take this face off. January and Ryder Board out there with him. Good tip there. Oh, and what a save. Second save. Silas January keeping us in the game right now. Puck management, puck control. Maybe it's the early morning. Vale has yet to wake up and gain control of that puck. Playing such a vast array of talent levels in this tournament. One game may be easy, the next tough, and I think kind of come into a game, sometimes those young kids will look at the rankings, take them a little too seriously as January gets tripped. Puck is bouncing. Chopko trying to get it up there. Here comes Ryder Board. Can't quite get there. And here comes Arapahoe the other way. Down into our defensive zone. Chopko putting pressure on. Good block there from January. Cruz. Again, we've got to clean up the puck control. I think every single kid on our team right now has had an errant pass, a bad pass, lackadaisical pass. Those have to be crisp. They have to be on target. Put that together, as we've done before, as team's certainly capable of it. And I think the tide will turn in this game. But right now, we're getting outshot and outplayed by Arapahoe Mays. There's Boyd. Again, just kind of flopping it back. Now Boyd entering the zone. What's he going to do with it? Turns it inside and gets it knocked away. Good back check, though. Step. Good stick there by Nash Sucic. Gets it up to Bankert. Bankert around the outside. Bankert's got Bastine, but he's going to... Oh, man, that was close. Bastine put that puck just past the net on a really nice pass from Bankert. Thought it was going to be a backdoor goal, and it looked like it from here because of the angle we have on the net. But it was just outside. Real nice play there. Bankert at center, Boyd at right, Bastine at left, Sucic and Coles on D. I've seen this referee before. We've had him in other games. He's very particular about funny things, especially equipment. Here's Sucic. Good tip from Boyd, but it's wide. Boyd now with it behind the net. Still with it. Boyd's got to make a good pass here. Nothing sloppy, but he gets it poked away. Bastine. Bankert winning that puck, coming around the outside with it. Can't quite hold on to it. Boyd gets it. Boyd with it, trying to turn inside with it to get a shot, but again, gets it knocked away. Here comes Coles coming in from the defensive position. Sucic. Good pressure from Vale, keeping it in the zone, but they got to turn it into a scoring chance. Here comes Bankert with it. Loose puck. Up and out. Cole's big shot just wide, bouncing into the back of the net. Plucked away by Bastine. Boyd's flipping shot just sticked down, and that was good. High pressure by the BBB line. Boyd, Bankert, Bastine with Sucic and Coles, and they're going to go. They should be going for fresh legs here. And Ryder's gotten his shift. Boyd needs to get off. And he's either needs to get off or skate harder. One or the other. Boyd gets a hold of it and then sends it down on net so that he can get a shift change. And that'll work plenty good, I guess. Could have been a pass, too. That would have been the other option. 2:19 left in the first. Still 1-0 Arapahoe Mays. Here goes Weinreich, Ryder, and Garvey. Uh-oh, here comes Arapahoe the other way. Oh, and just in time, Nolan makes the play. Arapahoe player goes sliding into the boards. Everyone's okay. Here goes Weinreich around the outside. Weinreich wheeling, low angle, stops, turns. Again, good defense there from Arapahoe. Our boys have not yet been able to skate around them, boys or girls. Here comes Arapahoe the other way. They've got speed. Low angle shot here coming. No. Wheeling, centering pass just flicked enough by Gorbold. There's a shot. Saved by January. Gorbold steps up. That puck is just wide. A nice backhand by Arapahoe there. Gorbold. Ryder. Now with some time. Ryder sends it for the dump and change. Garvey's the lone forechecker. Bankert will join him, as will Denton. Here's Bankert. Chopko. Bankert around behind the net. Oh, good centering pass. Look at that diving defensive play by the Arapahoe player. They came to play today. Here comes Sawyer Roman. Boy, she was looking to skate that up. I wonder if they scouted her because she can rush that puck up, and they were cutting her off at the pass, as they used to say in the old John Wayne films. "35 seconds in this first period." Roman, another errant pass, goes deep into the zone. Bastien can't get it through that defense of Arapahoe. If I had to diagnose this, I'd say coming off a pretty handily, easily won game last night, Vale has yet to make the adjustment. Really had one truly challenging game of the last 5 or 6, and sometimes when that happens, you fall into some bad habits thinking you can kind of pass through defenders because it's been successful 5 out of your last 6 games. You can't do that against decent teams like this one. There's a turnover. Shot is deflected up and over by Calvin Chopko. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that buzzer can't come soon enough. For the Vale Mountaineers, need to regroup and get a little hot sauce in their taco. We'll be back to the second in a minute. All right. Bankert at center. Denton at right. No, that's Weinreich at right. Garvey at left. Sucic and Roman on D. There's Weinreich. Nice pass up to Bankert. Bankert around the outside with it. He's got Garvey in front. Passes is wide. Here comes Weinreich. Weinreich with it. Poked away by Garvey. Garvey to Weinreich. Good play there. Back to Garvey. What a save. What a nice exchange there, though, between Garvey and Weinreich. That's the kind of passing we need. Nice play there by Bankert. And this line coming out, doing the right things right now. And that one is iced all the way down. So that really talented lineup of Weinreich, Garvey, Bankert only gets 45 seconds on the ice. So we would have liked to see that line was doing pretty well. I would have liked to see him a little longer. But here you go. Here comes Bastien. Denton at left, Boyd at right. Here comes Denton. Denton looking. Sends it back to Sucic. Sucic. And again, that pass didn't have enough sauce on it. Got to take this team more seriously. Here goes Boyd with good hustle. Bastien centering to Boyd, to Denton. Then Bastien gets a shot off. Denton, shot is wide. Pucks have to be on sticks. Shots have to be on net. That's the difference in the game right now. Denton's going to pick it up along the boards and kept in briefly. No whistle. That was flagrant offsides, not called. I remember this referee having that issue before. He only can call offsides if it's close. If it's flagrant like that and you have a player deep, he seems to miss it. It's a ref that we've had in a lot of different games down here in Denver. He's got that round Jofa helmet. And we're glad he's here early in the morning to help us have a game. And I'll leave it at that. There's Ryder Board with good play there. Now let's make it a clean pass. It is up to Bastien. Bastien has one to beat. He's got a trailer behind him. Tries his famous toe drag and doesn't work. All the way out to Loden Coles at the red line. D-to-D pass up to Gorbold. Now to Ryder. And again, got to clean that up a little bit. That's a great example of an exchange that should have been caught and managed with a little more cleanliness. Loden Coles. Nice pass there from Denton to Cruz, or from Weinreich to Cruz. Here comes Weinreich now with it. Turning, getting hooked a little bit into the skates. That's offsides, not called. That's two flagrant offsides, not called. Here's Gorbold. Shot is bouncing on net, and it'll be covered up. I mean, we're talking big-time offsides. Twice. 11-12 left in the second. I think the refs need a cup of coffee just like me, so can't blame them. Bankert, Denton, Boyd, Rosé, and Chopko. Bankert takes the face off. To Chopko, keeps it into Boyd. Somehow Boyd comes away with it. Flips it ahead to Bankert. Now bouncing puck. Boyd gets it. Shoots it right into the chest of the goaltender. And there was acreage of netting. And it was just a missed target. That should have been a goal. Here comes Arapahoe the other way. Big shot. Puck is up into the neutral zone. And Boyd comes away with it. Can he keep going forward? He can. Stops, turns, looks. And good defense there by Arapahoe. Bankert now with it. Bankert stops, turns. Oh, can Rosé get it up? He does. Even with that one hand sort of at 75, 50%, that was a nice play by Rosé to do that. And there is an offsides call. That's when the puck enters the zone after an offensive player. And we have accurately blown the whistle on offsides. So we're all waking up here this morning. Garvey's going to take the face off. Cruz January on the left. Ryder Board on the right. And then you got that's Sucic on D with Roman. These bouncing pucks are in favor of Arapahoe. Want to calm the game down, keep the puck in control of white. There's a nice pass from January to Suchits to Ryder, and then just off target in that last piece of the puzzle, but good progress being made. Ryder now trying to get it up to Garvey, and again, a bouncing puck ends up on Arapahoe's stick. Turn. Good pass and play there from Arapahoe. Suchits, January. Garvey poke checks it up to himself. He's got Ryder with him on the right-hand side, 2-on-1. He tries the pass, and it's into the skates of the Arapahoe player. Foot race, Suchits. January covers it. Too many passes into the skates and sticks of the defenders. And that is not accidental. Part of that is great defense from the Arapahoe squad. They're getting sticks and skates into lanes. That's what they're supposed to do. And you can't force it. You cannot force the puck to dematerialize through an opposing player's skates. Blocker save there from January, and there's a puck up to Bastien. Bastien has Bankert with them. Rolling puck. Got to clean it up. Gets it to Bankert. Bankert working with it to Bastien. Into the chest. Boyd with the rebound. Couldn't score it. That's two chances Boyd has had clear as day in front of the net and hasn't been able to capitalize. Here comes Loden round the corner. Loden with speed, crossing the red line, entering the zone. He's got Boyd with him. Loden, glove save. A good rush by Loden Coles. And a quick shot there. And that was just a legitimately good glove save there by the goaltender of the Warriors. Keeping it 1-0. 8:30 left in the second. Shots are now in favor of Vale. Tide may be turning. Still some uphill work to be done. Bankert now. Puck all the way down. No. Blocked by Loden. Coles banks it up to Bastien. Sent all the way down. This one will be icing. Got to start connecting those passes, keep the hustle going, putting that pressure on. Something's got to give. Need that equalizing goal. Weinreich, Garvey, and Ryder. Puck bounces out. Here's Weinreich. Quick hands. Good shot. Stopped. Weinreich, Garvey. Sent deep. There's Ryder with it. Puck is loose. Garvey with a good shot and a good save. Poked away. Here's Nolan Rizet. Passes it up to Ryder. Ryder hits Weinreich. Weinreich around the outside. Got Garvey in the center. Not a lot of space. Good decision there. Back to Chopko. And that would have been tipped by Garvey. He was trying to control it. You see Weinreich not trying to force it through the defenders there. That's what you want to see. Don't try and pretend that you can get it through defenders when they're in the way. Go for the open lane, just like Weinreich did there to Rizet. Now Garvey has it on the point. Garvey's going to send it deep and around to Weinreich. I like the way the puck's moving around here. Garvey goes for a shift change. Here's Weinreich looking for Bastien, and it's deflected just wide. Good pressure here, though, by Vale on that shift. And if they can keep this up, They're starting to turn the tide. Things are going to go well. Here comes Chopko. Errant pass there. Still seeing some of that. Although I will admit it's getting cleaner as Vale's waking up more and more. Ooh, can't have turnovers in the defensive zone. That's for sure. Good work there by Nolan to keep that from happening. Still working. Chopko finishes it up. And then Bankert comes away with it. One man to beat. Bankert right. Comes back. Gets it poked away. Centering just past 2 sticks. Here's Roman. She goes down, and that's going to lead to a one-on-one play. Good back check there by Denton, though, to put a stop to that. Surprise shot. Handled nicely by Silas January. 6 minutes on the dot left in this second period. And there's definitely a kid named Tommy on that team because they keep shouting it, and that's my name, and I keep wondering if they're talking to me. Good shot and save there. You got Banker, Denton, and Bastine out there. Got Sucic at right, Loden Coles at left. Music has entered the building. That'll wake everybody up. Here we go. Bankert comes away with it, coming through the slot. Around the outside. Good defensive coverage there by Arapahoe again. Nice pass out to Bastine, who couldn't bury it. Arapahoe's got good defensive structure. They don't just let you skate through them. They cover up nicely. They've got good geometric formations. They've got the triangle. They have the rhombus, squares and rectangles, 5-sided star. All that stuff you learned in geometry class does apply to the game of hockey. That's Weinreich at center. January and Garvey on his right, waiting to win that face-off or get that face-off, and we'll be all the way down for icing. Exciting and eventful night here as we were asked to shelter in place. Everyone was okay. Someone had barricaded themselves into a building about 5 blocks from here, so it turned out to be all right. There's a shot by Weinreich off the side of the net. There's Garvey with it. Garvey working to get that puck into the net of the Arapahoe squad. That's all we need, an equalizer. Make it 1-1. Second period, 5 minutes to play. Vale has been slowly turning the tide. Shots were once in favor of Arapahoe, now 14-8 in favor of Vale. Passes are getting crisper. Music is on in between face-offs. All that's left is that goal waiting out there to be had by someone in white. Bastine with a good forecheck there. Denton out to help him. Trips kind of rode his stick like a broomstick there for a minute. Boyd out there with him as well. And that's Coles back on D with Gorbold as his partner, and another icing. So these are the signs of a team that's under pressure. 3 icings in a row. Dubstep, I guess, is the name of this music. Is dubstep legal before 8 a.m.? I don't know. Here we go. Gorbold, nice pass to Coles. Coles with the big shot. Blocked down. Boyd tries to backhand it in. It goes outside of the net. And then Boyd to Bastine and finalmente tenemos un gol. Bastine is the one who breaks the seal. We knew it was coming. Off a nice little dish pass from Boyd. And it is 1-1. Thank you to whoever decided to play music in between face-offs. I think that's what our squad needed. There's Bankert. Garvey and Denton out there with Gorbold and Coles. There's Garvey. Garvey shot just wide. This Vale team has woken up. Bankert. Good turn there. To Weinreich. Now to Bankert. Bankert over to Garvey, who buries it. Good morning. There we go. That's the hockey we're used to seeing. Boy, Garvey absolutely shelved that puck. There's a happy parent going by. Good puck movement by Weinreich and Bankert over in the corner. Just a couple of good, clean, short passes set up that play to Garvey. And the job of the finisher is often the one that gets the most glory. But the setup men or women also deserve some credit on that. Weinreich and Bankert, just beautiful hockey. And then Garvey, boy, he just absolutely buried it. Here he comes again, rolling puck. And he can't quite finish that play. He does end up with it, though, and he's into the corner. Boy, Garvey's got to be a little tired. He's had a good shift. 2-1 Vale with 3:37 left in this second. This is for all the marbles, if you will. Need to win this one to have a chance to play in the final on Martin Luther King Day. What a way to celebrate a great man. Play a great hockey game. An all-inclusive sport. I don't think MLK was a hockey player himself, but I bet he'd approve. That's Bastien with it, sending it around to I don't know what Renee put in my coffee this morning. There's Garvey with it again. He squeezes past. Good back check there by Arapahoe. Garvey can't get the shot off. Boy, that's good defense. Good hustle by the team in those nice navy blue uniforms. Good poke check away there by Ryder Board. And that's Nolan Rizet with it back there. Back on the ice for his second game off of IR. Makes the errant pass there. It's going to take him a little bit, not only to, get used to the pace of the game, but talking to his mom this morning about, the level of recovery he is at. He's seeing the limited ice time. Coach / dad TJ is going to put him out there more and more as the game goes on, or as the tournaments go on, and we'll see him back in full action soon, I'm sure. Bastien at center, January at left. Ryder Board is fixing his helmet. Then you got Sucic and Roman on D. Again, this is something I've noticed about this referee. He's very particular about equipment. The equipment chapter of the rules book is his favorite. He's got it bookmarked. He's got highlighters. Oh, nice catch there by Ryder. And that's offsides. Yeah, Bastien just needed to wait a little bit there. That puck was kind of bouncing on Ryder's stick. You got to give him a minute to collect it. All right, here we go. 2-1 off goals from Bastien and Garvey, with assists from Bankert and Boyd and Weinreich. And there's a big shot. Nice blocker save. Keep that one out of the net. That was going in, looked like from here. Boyd on the back check. Back up Roman. He's going to make a dangerous errant pass, but it did clear the zone, so it's not too bad of a deal. Boyd crashes into the Arapahoe player and ends up on Bastien's stick. Here goes Bastien with a nice shot, just wide. A good arc to it. Boyd once again crashing into that play. It's his favorite part of hockey, I think, sometimes. Running into people. Picking up the puck is Bastien. Oh, Arapahoe sneaks out the other side with it. This is when you got to dig deep on the back check. Boyd does just that. And boy, Arapahoe comes away with it somehow and gets a pretty good play on net. Bastien cross ice to Boyd. Boyd over to January. What a nice connection. January gets it poked away, though. And I can tell you, Boyd needs his shift change again, and this is because we follow our kids a little too closely. I know I do, and I can tell when he's tired. He needs, and now this is going to lead to Arapahoe getting a chance. And January, boy, that was an accommodating whistle. There was nobody within 15 yards of January when he covered that, and the ref is not supposed to blow the whistle in that instance. But he did, because it's Pee Wee hockey. 34 seconds left in the second period. Bankert. Oh, here's Denton with the possible breakaway. But somehow Bankert comes away with it, spins, but blows a tire, as they say. And here's a 2-on-1. Loden Cole's the only one back. Coles pokes it away. Gorbold up to Boyd. What is Alex doing out there still? That's offsides and not called. Here's Bankert. 5, 4, 3. This will do it for the second period. All right. Well, if you like the fine details of offsides calls, this is your game. Back for the third in a second. All right, everybody. I just got a text from my wife that she thinks I'm funny, so mission accomplished. Bastien to Garvey. Poke! Oh, man. Weinreich almost put that one in there. Great save. Again, this Arapahoe team will not go down lightly. I will tell you that. Here comes Rizet. Garvey, fans on it. Comes away with it. Flips it up nicely to Bastien to Weinreich. Weinreich with a big shot, and it's gloved by the talented Arapahoe goalie. Looking good in net down there. 13:32 in the third. Shots are now 18-8. That seems about right. I feel like that's one of the stats that's hardest to keep track of, along with assists, especially second assists, that I think are so important to the game. And also, just unless you have a statistician, pretty hard to keep track of. That's Roman to Garvey, and it's deflected wide. Roman again, just past the stick of Bastien, and thank you, Dylan Weinreich, for covering for Roman. He's back on D right now. Oh, whoa, baby. I don't know how that was saved, but it was. Oh, man. I don't know what happened. That was like a weird bending of the laws of physics. It looked to me like that puck had gone past Silas January's glove, and he adjusted. He caught it with just the tip of his glove or the edge of it, and then swept it around the rest of the way to make a fantastic save on a really nice shot. Then he tips it away again. That's Sucic out there trying to get it up to Denton, but here they come the other way. Coles is back on D there after making that big poke check to end the second. Coles playing solid D. Good centering pass there, but Vale escapes, and Boyd just bangs it ahead. But here comes Arapahoe right back. Denton with it now. Going to have to resume structure, hustle. Bankert wins that puck somehow. Big defensive pass. But Loden was a little late to the line, and that pass had a little too much heat on it. Loden, nice play up to Boyd. Boyd's going to send it deep and then go for his change. He's probably a little tired from that ultra-long shift he had to end the period. Bastien, good interception there from Gorbold. Gorbold enters the zone, but Denton was still exiting, and that one they call offsides, probably rightly so. So, lots of game left. Bastien at center. January at right. Ryder Board at left. And Gorbold and Chopko out there on the ice as well, playing in defensive positions. It's Bastien. That's Cruz January with it. He's got it in the corner. He's got some opportunities. Centering pass. Boy, that was right across the slot. Kept in nicely there by Gorbold. Ryder, good stick handle, but a no-look backhand somehow ends up on Chopko's stick. He can't do anything with it, and Arapahoe's trying to come the other way. Gorbold again. Just great shift for Gorbold. He's been everywhere this shift. So passes off, and it turns into a scoring chance. They miss the net. Chopko, January. And again, starting to see more of the sloppy passing. Can't do that. You can't just win on individual skill. This is not the level of hockey where you can get away with that anymore. And it will not be for any of these players from here on out. Team sport, team game. Crisp passing. Good poke check there from Weinreich. It's out there with Bankert and Garvey now. Oh. That's Chopko. And he's got Rizet as his defensive partner. Here comes Bankert. He's done so well collecting that puck for a centering. And the shot is glove saved somehow. Like Garvey was all alone in the slot. Bankert, as I said, so good at collecting that puck and skating away with it, leaving players in the dust, giving himself that space, drawing in the other team and leaving his teammates open. That's what great players do. Garvey just got robbed on that one. And there's Rizet, Weinreich. Weinreich, good shielding again. Weinreich working it deep to Garvey. They're just looking for that space. Here's Weinreich. Gets it blocked. Good stick there by Arapahoe. Garvey. Backhand. Oh, and it's blocked away. Here's Bankert. Here's Weinreich. Here's Garvey. Can he get it? No. And this is that line I was talking about that was only out for a little bit. I wanted to see more of. All three of these offensemen here, as we know, play at a higher level or a high level on some other teams sometimes, and they play together. So putting them all three out there on the ice can lead to good things. Certainly feels like that's what's happening here. As Weinreich comes down the slot, loses the handle, and then gets away with a slash. Boy, I would have called that, but Weinreich got away with it. Boyd now. Boyd to Bastien. Bastien with a toe drag and a finish! Every coach in the world can tell you not to toe drag, but when it works, it works. And Bastien has got to have at least 6 goals on that exact same maneuver this year. Toe drags it and buries it off an assist from Boyd. And the points keep stacking up for young Alexander Boyd. Such a playmaker he is, always dishing it off to his buddies in an advantageous position. But you can't get that finished goal without some flash and razzle-dazzle. Brought to you by Wes Bastien. What a goal. 3-1 with 9:02 left, and that shot goes wide. Boyd's going to try and collect it off the half board. And he's going to come down the ice. He's got some speed, trying to take it outside, gets it poked away a little bit. He was looking to do that power move, but lost the puck in the corner. So now he sends it up to the point. That's Nash Sucic with a big shot. Rebound. Good chest save there by the goaltender. Here comes Arapahoe the other way. Great back check by Bastien. Poke checked away by Loden. Flipping it up to Boyd almost is Sucic. Boyd, he's lost his mouth guard. Here they go the other way. Cruz January on the pressure. Chopko trying to send it up. Denton now. Here comes Loden Coles. Brings it around the boards. There's Denton. And it's offsides. So, after a little bit of a sloppy start, Vale's tightened it up, gotten back to that team-style play that they're so good at, and add a little dash of individual flash, individual razzle-dazzle, and you've got a 3-1 hockey game with 7:54 left to play. Still a lot of hockey. This Arapahoe team has shown that they've got some shooters. They can score from anywhere. A couple of them look like they could score from the blue line, no problem. There's a nice pass out to our blue line by Weinreich, and Gorbold will send it deep. Weinreich with it, trying to turn and get it to Ryder, but can't. Now he's got it. What's he going to do? He's got some space. He's going to shoot. And it's just off the outside of the netting. That was the right decision in my mind from Weinreich there, as Ryder was covered by the defender, leaving Weinreich to walk it in. Goaltender played that well, though, and now Arapahoe will just send it deep. Ooh, Gorbold deflects it almost into the net, off the siding. Ryder, there's Cruz. Oh, and a miscommunication there, but Cruz comes away with it. Had a little accidental hooking there. Oop, and then he gets smushed against the boards. I would not have called either one of those, so good no calls, but they're right on the boundaries. Here comes Boyd with it again. Boyd, backhand blocked, wins it. Can he win it cleanly? No. He's not really working hard enough to come away with it, and so Bastien will get into the corner. Now Boyd gets it, chops it back to Bastien, who gets it over to Banker. Turnaround, backhand is wide. I think Bastien just tried a Michigan there, Coach. I think you got it. I think that means you got to do extra mountain climbers at the next practice. That's what I heard. Here comes Bankert. Bankert still has it. Bankert, big shot. Oh, just wide. Can you hear that bang into the boards? It had a lot of power and weight to it, did that shot. Bastien to Bankert to Gorbold. And it's in there! I don't think Gorbold realized he scored. Did I score? Who was that? Yeah, that was me. I would take it. Nice pass there from Bankert. That was a great shift by Bankert. He had the turnaround backhand. He's sent it up to the point, and Gorbold's shot, I think, due to the screen, the goalie couldn't see it, just slid on the ice through the 5-hole to make it 4-1 with 5:50 left. And this game is in hand, and the championship game is in sight. Rizet, Roman, Garvey, Roman, Rizet. Boy, look at Rizet skate. Isn't that nice? He's just got such a smoothness to him. Look at Garvey on the toe drag. Now the backhand. Now to Ryder, who, boy, it looked so good, and the puck just went the wrong way. Just nice moves there by Garvey. Great stick handling, and he gets taken down in an obvious manner for the first penalty of the game. There you go. Blow the whistle, Trippy. So not until 5 minutes left in the third do we have a penalty, and I credit all the players on the ice for that. I haven't seen anything egregious. It's been really nice and clean. It's good. Good people in the Arapahoe program, all the ones I've encountered anyway, and nice young ladies and gentlemen on the ice. So just an accidental trip there. Good clean hockey all morning long. Bastien, Weinreich, and Bankert out there. Is that a high stick? No. Weinreich. Bastien trying to get it to Bankert there. And then, of course, you got Roman and Coles back there. Roman keeps it in. Weinreich. Two people going for the puck. This is one of the things that's been a challenge. Here comes Weinreich to Bastien. All the way back to Loden. Loden loads up for a shot, and it's tipped wide. Oh, that was a nifty idea from Bankert there. And this power play has 40 seconds left. Roman collects it. Nice tip up there to Weinreich. Weinreich coming down 2-on-2. Stick handles wide. Centering! Good pad save there from January. Oh, and it's a turnover. Shades of the first period here, and that shot's wide. Bastien into the skates, and now turnover. We're getting sloppy again here, kiddos. And that penalty kill is over. 5-on-5 hockey as the Super Mario Brothers sound comes. Here goes Roman around the outside. She's still got it under the side of the net. Boyd on the forecheck. Ref takes one in the hip. Denton sends it deep. Garvey. Denton. Garvey. It's in. Somehow. So Garvey's got two. And it's 5-1. I didn't see how that got in there. I wish I had instant replay for you. I know Garvey had a good shot on it. It looked like a save to me, so sometimes that means it squeaked through onto the arms. We're in run time. Under 3 minutes to play. Sujic up to Boyd. Boyd goes down. Just a lot of fighting for the puck, and Arapahoe comes away with it. Around Chopko, off the side of the net, and Chopko is going to get it, but give it right away again. Garvey. Nice move by Garvey. Garvey's with Denton and Boyd. Here he comes down the ice. Nice and smooth. Great stick handler. Still got it. Controlling it with ease. Dishes it back to Boyd. There's too many people low. Boyd offside of the net. Boyd still wheeling. Good pass by Boyd over to Garvey for the Hattie, and it's too high. Here comes Arapahoe on a 3-on-1, and Boyd with the back check puts a stop to it. Good hustle there late in the game from Boyd. Showing his coaches he'll always skate hard no matter the circumstance. Wish that was 100% true. Denton just wide. Good save there. I think that was going in. The goalie got just a piece of it, and that's offsides. Some of the positioning from our team you'll see when things get mixed up. You have three players low, or you have two guys playing center. You got to remember they're running an 8-person offensive rotation, and so we might be playing center one shift, winger the next, other winger the next, center again. It gets hard to remember who's who, and I know there's an F1, F2, F3 thing out there, but it just mixes things up a little bit. They've handled it very, very nicely for They're aged. Cole's just lost his stick. I didn't see what happened. There's a shot and a save and a much-needed whistle. Logan I think it just got tangled in his gear and he dropped it. Everything seems fine. 25 seconds run time. Bankert's going to take this face off. He's out there with Ryder and Cruz January. January, oh, that's in there. So Arapahoe gets a goal with the clock ticking down. I think they're going to say that does it. It is a goal. 5-2, and that'll do it. Vale comes away with the victory. Arapahoe burst out of the gate, held on to a 1-0 lead throughout the first. Vale couldn't get their team passing together until probably a little way into the second, and then the tide started to slowly turn. Bastien broke the seal on the first goal, and after that, it was an avalanche coming down the mountain. Lots of hockey ahead all throughout the city for all the Vale teams. I think pretty much every hockey parent is down here in Denver today. So keep track of those other teams. We'll see you at our next one and keep you updated on what exactly that is. I'm not really sure. See you next time.